Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So the Kansas City Royals have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab, Zach Thompson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets loose.
Glove side, but it gets through.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now the number 2 hitter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and deals.
Ball down.
Witt on at first, nobody out. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch. Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. 3 for 7 in the series so far. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Snap throw to first.
No, he's in
Witt
there.
back easily. The pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And another ball. To the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This is an absolute powerhouse offense, Chris, and they piled up more runs than any other team in the league.
Boog, fans absolutely love to see this kind of lineup every day. I mean, come to the ballpark, turn it on TV. you know that it's going to be exciting. They score runs by the bunches, really put themselves in a good position to win games because of it. And you know what? It's going to be really important for pitchers facing them to hit their spots. Better command your pitches, because if you don't, it's going to be a long game.
Here comes the 0-1. That one out to right. Walker gets under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Back here in St. Louis, and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Cole Reagans. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Jordan Walker stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And there's a foul ball. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The wide to kick the pitch. Wow, nice play. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Swing and a miss. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
1 out, bases empty. Now one missed. The pitch. Backed off the plate that time. One down, base is empty. That misses, and now it's 3-2. The lefty fires. And he hits a ground ball right side. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. St. Louis goes down in order. Through an inning, no score here on the show. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. And here it comes. Fought off foul. And the 0-1. And there's a ball.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. Two down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the second.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw on the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
Second inning here, no score. That one ripped, but foul. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Royals bats are quiet there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
The pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time. Next offering is fouled back.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And now the lefty. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Ground ball to the right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting 6, the center fielder.
This is Dylan Carlson. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Kicks and fires. This one popped up right side. Bogarts makes the grab on the run. Redbirds down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started. So up now for Kansas City, Nick Pratto.
Nick Pratto.
And a pitch. Pratto in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2017. This to third, and he picks it up in foul territory. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Carson Roccaforte stands in now and watches strike 1. One down, base is empty. Roccaforte tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held back according to Larry Bullard. Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Thompson departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Max Radjic taking over on the mound.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Right through there for a strike. Roccaforte stands at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. He flips it to second in time. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Busch Stadium as we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Wilson Contreras. As he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. He was late there. Strike 1. That misses the zone. 1-1. And a pitch. That's to third. Over to Lowe. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And a pitch. And delivers outside. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Outside low. Now 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Too low, and it's ball 3. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Mason Witt in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell has this one sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Here's the third baseman, number 11.
Garcia.
The wind and the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out.
Now back, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
In there at the knees.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Arenado. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter,
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike. 4th inning underway, no score. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Well,
battling here as he fouls it away. Righty delivers. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that skips in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and
Somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. Right through there for a strike.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. All tied up here in the third and final game of the series. And that one is inside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got it. That's the third out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. On now to the bottom of the fourth. No score. Back here in St. Louis, and the batter now, Jordan Walker.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
That misses. Ball one.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Low makes the grab, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that one is lifted in the air. Roccaforte on his way over. He's got it. Out. Number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And a foul ball. And the pitch. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Isbell settles under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Through 4, still tied. Zip zip. Ready now for the 5th inning, and to the plate for Kansas City, Xander Bogaerts. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And that one clips the corner.
Well, these Royals need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Walker hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, the catcher, Freddie.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One down, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and it's through for a hit.
Now batting, Right fielder.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Michael McGreevy gets the ball now. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
McGreevy.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Nick Pratto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First
Whoa, that's
pitch
just
just
out.
misses. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And misses inside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And down on strikes. 2 away.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Roccaforte, the next to hit, takes outside. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Matt Strom, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Bounce to the right. And it's through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the batting order turns over, and next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2. That's hard hit on the line, and it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 runs in, the relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 1 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A gigantic blast. His 2nd homer this series. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And a foul ball.
You know, these Cards, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far.
Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Nobody on, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Sit down.
Hit in the air, center field, under this one. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
The batter, the center fielder,
Dylan Carlson next up for the Cardinals. Lied out his first time. California kid, played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. His teammates there with Nick Madrigal. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Contreras batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. The wind of the pitch. Missed with a changeup, and the count even 1-1. On the ground to third. Over to Lowe, and that will end the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. 6th inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the third baseman, number 11. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. McGreevy back to work. On the corner for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
In the air, center field. Carlson sizing this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
So up now for Kansas City, Nathaniel Lowe. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
One's the count.
That one ripped. Carlson ranging back on it. That one is gone. That one felt good. His 33rd homer of the year. It's 2-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
Base is empty, 1 away. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. That one close, ruled the ball. 1-0. Pasquantino, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. 1 down, base is empty. That clips the corner.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
That one drifts inside. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Left-hand batter waits. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's inside. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Kyle Isbell. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Way high.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Falling behind 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So 2 down, and to the plate for Kansas City, Xander Bogaerts. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And the home team down a run. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in St. Louis, well, we go bottom 6. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch.
Ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Witt. Swing and a pop-up. He's under it. Hauls it in for the out.
The right fielder, number 18, Jordan.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And there's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Devin McCall, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Marsh also getting ready. And fouled off. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. And here it comes. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
The pitch. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. And that's downstairs and outside. Kicks and deals. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and fires.
0-2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Arenado off of first with 2 away. And that's just foul. Two outs. Struck him out looking. The Cards leave 1, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Matt Strong.
Matt Strong.
Freddie Fermin now at the plate.
The catcher, Freddie Fermin.
The pitch. In the air, right side. Walker makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick.
And now the right fielder,
Prado.
Nick Prado, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Strom is a
1-0.
pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
That's ball 2.
That's down and in.
Struggled a little bit in this
2-0.
one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Right through there for a strike. That's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, number 0.
And next up for the Royals, Carson Rocafort. That one inside, and that is ball 1. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And a pitch. Stays alive. The pitch. And another ball. 2-2 on the way. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at first, 1 away. That one down the line, and that should be extra bases. Prado rounds second on his way to third. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Pulls that one foul. Man at second. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. Royals lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Devin McCall.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Yandy Diaz now. He's been a great free agent sign.
Yandy Diaz.
And a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Nice grab. The throw. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Here's Nolan Gorman. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He powers that one out of here. His second home run of the game, and they tie it up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and it ties up the ball game. Impressive.
One down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And that skips into there. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2.
Ball 2.
Liner, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it.
New pitcher now, Daniel Lynch. On for the 30th time this year.
Lynch.
One gone, runner at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he deals.
Ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Wilson Contreras into St. Louis on deck circle. And he pumps it a strike. Here comes a pitch. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 for the Cardinals on the solo home run. 2-2 game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Mesa.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now the number 2 hitter, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Garcia.
And the pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Carlson drifts towards it, squeezes it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Nathaniel Lowe steps in for the Royals. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball down the left field line. Gurriel trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. A strikeout and a walk. Fought off foul. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Colin Poche getting loose out there. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The pitch. Next offering misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. And a base hit on the line. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Back-to-back singles challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. That's to third. Arenado to first in time. Bogaerts retired. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Royals strand a pair, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the 8th, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And the pitch. And ball 1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. John Schreiber, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Marsh warming up as well. The wind to the pitch. Fastball for a strike. And that's outside. They're down 3-1. Nolan Arenado hitting on deck circle. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The lefty fires. Struck him out looking. Throws him with a backdoor slider.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
And the batter now, Nolan Arenado. And that one fouled off. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Ball one there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Witt. That one's in there, 0-1. The wind and the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
All over that one right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Jordan Walker. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Fastball for a strike.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Score remains 2-2. We go to the 9th, and now Freddie Fermin.
Freddie Fermin.
The pitch. Slice the other way and foul. The 0-1. And that's outside. That one ran inside, almost got him. This one in the air. Arenado gets there. He's under it. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Nick Pratto.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That catches the corner. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
And next up for the Royals, Carson Roccaforte. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Flips the corner. Strike one.
All ones to count.
Man at second. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. In there. Got him looking for the K. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. And I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. That one misses. 1-0. Man on second, 2 down. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Ripped on a line to center. He's got it, and that is out number 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
First pitch misses. Bullpen action for the Royals. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Left-hand batter waits. And a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Slider got him for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Now up for St. Louis, Yandy Diaz. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Gonna count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And he dodges that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Rolls across the diamond. And that quickly 2 away.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Nolan Gorman. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That's in for a strike. Two out, space is empty. Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So they go quietly there. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. We are tied 2-2. Colin Poche will take over here.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the 3rd baseman. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. And here it comes. Fought off foul. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Next to hit, Nathaniel Lowe. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Brock Burke, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal 3rd in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Out to short. Played the plate. Safe. And they take the lead. One down. Runner at first. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Runner takes off and right back to the mound. The throw to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. 1 for 3. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. And Poche ready to work. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Royals 3 and the Cardinals 2. Bottom of the inning. Here's Gurriel. And a pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to 3rd. Think back up the middle or to right field.
And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and he breaks his bat in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes, and then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Dylan Carlson next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. A 1-run lead, and we're in the last half of the 10th. Now 1-1.
1-0.
Hard hit to third. Over to Lowe. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate, trying to deliver as the hero. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throw to first, that'll do it. And the Royals strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're headed to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
A 3-2 final score in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.